In a previous module, we discussed about what is terrorism was all about, what is their objectives, and the structure of the terrorist organization, and even the mindset of the terrorist themselves. Let's move to the second topic, which is the terrorist operation and planning. Because if you remember, in a previous module, we discussed about the way of operation of the terrorist organization, the way it's structured and the way it's operate. So I resemble it to the way this terrorist organization works to my body, which means that my body is full of systems that support each other in order to sustain themselves. Exactly the same thing for the terrorist organization. Now, the only thing that we see in some cases is the terrorist attack themselves. The only thing that we observe, which means the end that pushing the trigger. So in this module, we will focus on this. What is the planning? And then the module after this, how to actually execute the attacks. Now, why it's so important for us to understand? As I was just saying, the chances for us to see an actual terrorist is when we attack. But there is another way for us to actually observe them and actually to detect them. It's when they carry out the terrorist operation, the planning, which means when they carry out the surveillance, when they're choosing the target. So this is give us opportunity to detect them and to prevent it. Because if you recall, the main motto for us is detect, prevent, and respond. We don't want to reach to respond. We want to be able, as a security professional, to detect the advisory before we carry out the attack. Now, if we take this planning from a different word, a bit similar, it's actually the criminal. Let's say if I have a thief and he want to break into my house. So in order for him to break into my house, he's not going to just break the window. There might be some of them. Break the window, break the door, and break into the house and try to steal something. However, a lot of thieves, they will try to learn. They will try to learn the pattern. They will see when I go to work, when my children go to school, when I come back from work, and they will try to find a pattern, which means when the house is left empty. So once they survey the house or survey the routine behavior of mine and my family, they will try to see, okay, if I continue the same time zone, which I'm not at home, so if they see the first day, the second day, and the third day. And then they might come on the fourth day because they see there is a pattern and there is a gap, so-called insecurity, they can use and need to break into the house. Now, terrorist operation planning is almost the same thing, however, in a different scale. Because the planning is much more advanced, because they understand they have only one chance to succeed. Only one chance. And they have to make a most out of it. They cannot fail. If you recall, I showed you the graph. The number of terrorist successful attacks. More than 90% of the attacks worldwide of the terrorists are successful. Which means they do so much preparation, so much planning, because they want to succeed. Now for us, or even to the ordinary civilians, the attack will look random. It will come as a surprise. This is the way it's look like. Out of the blue, boom, attack, bomb, explode. A guy just take a gun and shoot everybody. However, if we look into each and every case of the terrorist attack, we see there is a lot of preparation before the attack. Because they educate each other. They teach each other about the word, about how to carry out the planning. In a previous slide, even I show you the Mujahideen guide. Al-Qaeda published this guide around the year of 2000 in order to educate the operational people how to plan, how to carry out the attack. So we will focus in this module about how terrorist operation plan their attack, okay, what they're looking for, in order to choose the right modus of operandi to execute an attack. Now for us, it will give a unique opportunity because as a security professional, I know that once I understand this process, it will help me in the detection, which means what kind of countermeasures I can put in place in order to detect these guys in their planning stage. Not when they come into my gate already with a bomb, with a knife, with a gun. I want them to find in the preparation stage.